All right, in this explainer, we're jumping straight into what is, I think, one of the most mind-blowing parts of the entire Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11. I mean, this is the big one. It's where the warrior Arjuna, standing on the edge of this massive, world-changing war, turns to his guide Krishna and basically says, "Show me what you really are." And let me tell you, what he's about to see is going to completely break and remake his entire universe.
So, just to give you a little context here, Krishna has been laying out all this deep knowledge for Arjuna for chapters, right? Talking about the soul, duty, the divine, clearing up all his doubts. And now Arjuna is feeling pretty confident. So confident, in fact, that he makes this, this incredibly audacious request. He's basically done with just hearing about it. He wants to see it. He asks Krishna, "Show me your cosmic form, the whole shebang."
And Krishna's like, "Okay, I can do that. But," and this is a big but, he warns Arjuna, "Look, your regular human eyes, they just can't handle this. It's like trying to watch a 4K movie on a black and white TV from the 50s. It just won't work." So, to make this happen, Krishna has to give him a special power-up, what's called divine vision. It's basically a spiritual upgrade so he can actually perceive the imperceptible.
And just like that, it begins. And what Arjun starts to see, man, it's not just some powerful god with extra arms, it's everything. The entire universe, all of creation, past, present, future, all of it packed into one single unbelievable form. So the first thing that hits him is just this insane, breathtaking complexity. Think about it, a form with countless mouths, countless eyes, everywhere he looks, there's another face. It's decorated with divine jewels, holding all these celestial weapons. It's beautiful, for sure, but it's also a lot. This is a being whose body contains every other body, whose faces are looking in every single direction, all at the same time.
And get this, to even try and describe how bright this thing is, the text gives us this incredible image. It says, imagine 1,000 suns, not one, 1,000, all exploding in the sky at the exact same moment. The light from that might, just might, come close to the brilliance of this one form. I mean, we're talking about a level of brightness that is literally beyond anything we could ever imagine.
And right here, this is the key. This is where it all clicks into place for Arjuna. He realizes, oh, wait a minute, I'm not just looking at a really powerful deity. No, he's seeing the entire cosmos. Every star, every planet, every person, all the gods, all the demons, everything that has ever happened and ever will happen, it's all right there at the same time unified inside this one divine being. Mind-bending, right?
But here's where the mood completely shifts. As this vision keeps unfolding, that feeling of awe and wonder, it starts to curdle. It turns into something much darker. The sheer, raw power of it all becomes too much, and this beautiful, magnificent sight starts to morph into something terrifying.
And then it gets even more intense. Arjuna isn't just seeing abstract celestial beings like Brahma and Shiva anymore. No, now he sees the people on the battlefield with him, his friends, his family, his enemies. He sees them all from both sides rushing straight into these terrifying mouths, almost like moths being drawn into a flame. Suddenly, this cosmic vision gets very, very personal, and it's horrifying.
Yeah, this is no longer just a wonderful sight. The words used now are fierce, dreadful, and Arjuna straight up admits it. He says, the whole universe is trembling, and so am I. He's paralyzed with fear. What started as this divine light show has turned into a front row seat to cosmic destruction. He's completely overwhelmed, terrified. He can't just be a passive observer anymore. He needs answers. So he cries out and he asks the question that just flips this entire chapter on its head. Who are you in this terrible form? And that's the pivot point right there. We move from just pure, mind-shattering experience to getting the profound philosophical explanation. And Krishna's answer, wow, it's probably one of the most famous, most powerful lines in the entire Gita. It's an answer that basically explains the engine of the entire universe. He reveals his true identity in this form with just a few monumental words. I am time. And he uses the word kala. Now this isn't just time like the ticking of a clock. This is time with a capital T. It's the cosmic force of destruction and change, the great destroyer of worlds. So all that terrifying stuff Arjuna is seeing, it isn't random chaos. It's not evil. It's just nature. It's the unstoppable impersonal force that creates and then eventually dissolves everything.
So, what's the big takeaway for Arjuna right here on this battlefield? Well, Krishna connects the dots for him. He says, as time, I've already decided how this battle ends. These warriors you're so worried about killing, they're already gone. The outcome is already set. Arjuna's job isn't to be the judge, jury, and executioner. His job is to just be an instrument, to play his part in a destiny that's way, way bigger than him.
Now, this is an absolutely profound revelation, right? But it's also completely overwhelming for a human mind to process. I mean, even though Arjuna is getting this incredible insight, he's still human. So after praising this insane, magnificent form, he immediately starts begging Krishna, please, can we go back to normal? Can I see the you I know?
And you can see why. The contrast couldn't be more extreme. You've got this infinite, blazing, terrifying cosmic form on one side, and on the other, you've got the gentle, human-like form of his friend and charioteer, Krishna, the one that's familiar, comforting, peaceful. He's just been shown the ultimate truth of the universe, but all he wants is the comfort of what he knows. It's such a deeply human reaction, isn't it?
And Arjuna himself sums up this crazy paradox perfectly. He says, I'm thrilled to see what no one has ever seen before, but my mind is also just totally wrecked with fear. He begs Krishna to go back to his familiar, four-armed form. And it really just shows you, our fundamental human need for things to make sense, to have a reality we can grasp, even when we're staring the absolute truth right in the face.
So Krishna does it. He returns to his gentle form and calms Arjuna down. And then he explains something really important. He says, listen, what you just saw, that's not something you can just earn through hard work. It's an incredibly rare gift, a moment of grace, and it's only accessible through a very specific kind of path. And this is such a key takeaway from the whole chapter. Krishna makes it crystal clear. You can't get this vision by studying all the scriptures, or performing all the right rituals, or giving away all your money, or through intense physical suffering. None of that works. Seeing reality for what it is, it's not a transaction. He says it can only be known, seen, and truly understood through one thing: pure, unwavering devotion, what we call bhakti.
So how do you do that? Well, the very last verse of the chapter gives us the roadmap. It's the practical how-to guide. First, do your work as an offering to the divine. Second, make that your ultimate goal. Third, let go of your attachments to outcomes. And finally, and this one's huge, live without hatred or malice toward any being. That, right there, is the path to truly seeing and knowing.
And that brings us to the end of this absolutely epic chapter. It really leaves you with a pretty deep question to chew on, doesn't it? Arjuna was amazed, but he was also terrified. So if you had the chance, if you were offered that same divine vision, a peek behind the curtain at reality in all its glory and all its horror, would you dare to look?